Hello viewers, welcome to another video of TechnoKids. In this video, we are going to learn about sprites and backdrops. So there are only three things remaining about sprite, then we'll start with backdrops. So the first and the main thing about sprite is that we can rename it. So by selecting this text, I will type here catwalk 1, catwalk 2, and here I will type catwalk 1. So that's how we rename it. Now we'll see the next option, that is reshape. So by its name we can understand that by this reshape tool we can reshape any part of our sprite. So if I click it here, I can click and drag to reshape it. So I'm making it bigger and here it is. By this option you can reshape any part of the sprite body, and that's how it works. So now in previous video we learned that this is a choose a sprite option. Like that only same is in the costume tab, choose a costume option. So what is the difference? It is that in choose a costume we can choose a specific costume of a sprite but not the sprite. And from choose a sprite we can choose a sprite. So here we can choose any specific sprite. So I'll choose Abby B, and here not the sprite but the costume of the sprite we have. So now we are done with sprite. Now we will see backdrops. So what are backdrops? Backdrop means background. So if you create any of your project, first you need the sprite and backdrop. So if you make any project, you will need background, and in Scratch, background is called as backdrop. Now we'll see how to insert a backdrop. So it is same like to insert a sprite. Here is the option to choose a backdrop, so I'll simply click on it. Now here we have the backdrop categories like fantasy, music, sports, outdoors, indoors, space, underwater patterns, and etc. And all also we have. We can also search here the backdrops as we can do in Sprite. So if I want here Arctic, I'll simply click on it and here it is. Now as Sprite has these options, backdrop doesn't have, that's why they are blank and we cannot do anything with it. So to name this backdrops, we cannot name it here, but we have to go in backdrop tab and name the costume, we can say. We cannot change its X and Y. We cannot show and hide. If you want to show and hide, you have to delete or use the blocks here. Then you cannot change the size and the direction also. Now as choose a sprite option have pop-up options, choose a backdrop option also have pop-up options. So choose a backdrop and here choose a backdrop as the same options. With paint you can paint your own backdrop. So if I want here a circle, it happens here. So we cannot move it because it's a backdrop, that's why. Then we can surprise option we have. So by surprise option, Scratch gives us the backdrop as it does same with the sprite. Then upload backdrop. From backdrop we can access the backdrops or backgrounds which are saved with us. Now how to delete a backdrop? So as we can delete the sprite from here, it's not same with the backdrop. So first we have to go in the backdrop category as costumes, and if I want to delete this one, so here I will select this and click on delete. So which backdrop I want to be deleted, I'll just select it and click on delete, and now they are deleted. I have only one backdrop. Now as sprite have costumes category, backdrop also have backdrops category. So same functions are there but somewhat changes are there. So select all these options are same. We can name the backdrop here, undo, redo, copy, paste, delete, flip horizontal, vertical. From flip horizontal and vertical, if I click flip horizontal, it will be flipped horizontally. If I click flip vertical, it will be flip vertically, like that. So if I click on undo, it gets changed and turns into its original form. From convert to bitmap, what we can do is edit the backdrop, but we can make our own backdrop in it, or we can fill the color. So if I want purple color here, I cannot do it because it's the scratch backdrop. That's why I cannot edit it. By clicking convert to vector also, we cannot edit it because it's scratch backdrop. So if I click convert to bitmap, I will be having somewhat chances to edit this backdrop. So if I click on paint, I can paint anything here like this. So that's how convert to bitmap and convert to vector option works. Now my sprite option have these different options. There is nothing same here, means everything is same in these two options. It's just given here because backdrop doesn't have costumes. So what will be the change here? So we can access the backdrop from here also and from here also. We can also change the size of backdrop by selecting it. So I'll click here select the backdrop and click and drag. So that's how we change the size of it. I can bring it to normal size like this. From this reshape option also we can do the same like this. But it's not getting selected properly. But instead of trying these options, we can also try this option. So from here it gets zoomed, but it's not zoomed here. It's just for editing. If we want to see it from bigger size, is equal to normal size, minimize, so we can smaller it, and from this option we can make it bigger like this. Now here I'll tell you the difference of convert to bitmap and vector. So it's now into the vector form, means we cannot edit anything in the backdrop. So I have selected this erase option. If I try to erase, it will show that it's erased. But then after the movement, it gets to its original form. So you can see here, it doesn't get erased. But if I click on convert to bitmap, then now it's in bitmap form. Now I can erase it easily like this. Now it's erased, and by undo option I'll change it to its original form. So that's it for today's video. In next video I'll show you some of my projects and give you an idea how the project should be, and we'll learn some of the coding. If you have any doubts, you can comment down below and I'll surely solve it. Till then, bye.